Hi meow! Welcome back to my channel. I am Miki and today I'm talking about my top 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes in my collection. Now when I was deciding what would be the top 5, I asked myself if I could only keep 5 eyeshadow palettes in my collection total, what would I keep? So I will go through the palettes that I decided to keep if I had to actually only keep 5, and I'll tell you why I like each one. The first eyeshadow palette that I had decided to keep was the Morphe 35OS. This is basically the 35O, but this is all the shimmers. I actually also have the Morphe 35OM, which is the 35O, but all matte. So in my head, having the OS and the OM, I have the 35O, which I don't actually have, but you get my drift. I love this palette because it's all shimmer, which is totally my comfort zone. I love shimmer, but it also has a whole bunch of warm neutrals. So any kind of warm, neutral, shimmery color that I could possibly need is in this palette, so that's why I chose this one. The next palette I would keep is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This is, as you guys mostly know, a beautiful, mostly warm toned neutral palette with a few pops of colors. I picked this palette because it's got a great array of matte warm tones, and I am such a warm toned kind of eyeshadow person in general. I do like my occasional cool toned eyeshadow look, but I mostly enjoy the warm tone looks. So this has got a whole bunch of mattes I need to blend. It's got the black, it's got like these dark, kind of like forest green, the dark plum. Those look beautiful with any eyeshadow look. And then it's got some really interesting shimmers that I don't have elsewhere in my collection. It also has this creamsicle shade down here, which I love as a transition, as well as some other great transition shades that would go well with any of these other palettes. The next palette I would pick, and it's one of my most prized possessions, is the Natasha Denona. This is the brown green palette, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I love the formula of these eyeshadows. I love how bold and bright these glitter shimmer shades are. There's a few mattes in here, but I feel like I have most of my mattes covered in that Jaclyn Hill palette. But yeah, it's just got some really unique shades. Next is the Immersed palette. I know I talk about this a lot in a lot of my videos, but I just can't get over how good these are. Unlike the other palettes that I've shown you guys, this actually has some really good colorful matte shadows, and it's also got some really interesting foiled shadows as well that I don't see anywhere else in my collection. If you want to see a full review of this, I will link it up above in the iCards. Okay, so this last palette is going to be very controversial. I don't have any kind of personal feelings or beliefs about this brand. I will not continue to buy from this brand any longer, but what I have is what I have, and I will continue to use it, and that's kind of the way I'm looking at this. But my last top 5 favorite eyeshadow palette is the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca palette. This has some great neutral mattes, and it also has some awesome pops of color. And the formula that Kat Von D shadows used to have, I don't know about this year because I've heard horrible things about the shadows this year, even from people who still support the brand. But the formula of these shadows, it's spectacular, it's tremendous. It really disappoints me that I'll no longer be able to support this brand, but I do enjoy what I have, and I will continue to enjoy what I have. And this, if I had to only keep 5, this is definitely in the top 5. Plus it has a shade called Echo, and my daughter's name is Echo, so that's super special to me, and it's periwinkle, and I love periwinkle. Alright guys, that's my top 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes. What are you guys' top 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes? Let me know down in the comments, and make sure you hit subscribe before you go, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.